More everybody, Sujaru speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 1587. Today back to the Very OddGamer episode number 83. Disney Illusion Island with Shadowflare and Sonify. Now at the end of this episode of LJPCBM, I did edit the full sneak peek preview we're about to see in the end of this episode of LJPCBM. So, from my trip to Arlington, Virginia, Washington, D.C. So, let's begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's turn this up a little bit. Wow. Is that Donald Duck? Okay, it makes sense. Anyway, continue on. Wow. Very OddGamer and Disney Illusion Island. Continue on. Anyway. Title got designed by A. Paul and Alan Pierce. And continue on. Anyway. Special guest reviewers Shadowflare and Sonify. Okay, continue on. Anyway.
Hello, Internet viewers. I'm the Fairly OddGamer. Well, this has been a long time coming. I finally get to review the latest addition to the Illusion series, and here it is.
Wow.
For those who are unaware, Disney Illusion Island was announced at D23 Expo the exact day I posted the Land of Illusion review with Sonify. If that
Yes, makes sense. Not
intentional, then I don't know what is. But after
even though I did react to it on the same day as this happened. Continue on.
gameplay footage, it looked like one of these co-op games like Rayman Legends or even New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. Up until that point, I've covered all the Illusion games minus Power of Illusion, which is technically a spin-off of Epic
Power Ocean. Wow, let me turn up a little bit so I can hear you just fine. Well, Power Ocean, wow, okay.
Sequel to Power of 2. And why is that?
Wow.
Because I have no possible way of recording footage from a 3DS.
You should get this release on 3DS. Yeah, unless you get someone the whole entire computer. Yeah.
Yet. It's pretty cool game
Wow.
to play as Mickey and Donald again like a World of Illusion. However, what really got my attention was that it's the first Illusion game in which Minnie and Goofy are playable. You
Wow.
heard right, the Fab Four are all playable in this game, which is amazing.
Wow.
So to finally finish the Illusion quota, I can now review the latest game in this series, Disney Illusion Island for
Wow.
Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
By the way, would I technically count the Switch as a console or a handheld? Anyway, with that being said, I wonder if Sonify would join me again.
Hear me. I have an obligation to avoid the inevitable Illusion Island review that I know will force me to do. Sorry.
Wow. Okay, continue on.
Not on my watch. I wish Sonify was back home for the review.
Yes, hi. I'd like to buy some edibles, please. Hey, this isn't San Francisco. And this isn't my shirt.
Hey, Sonify. Sorry to disturb you in your...
And this is my shirt. Go!
vacation. Anyway, it appears that you need it for another Illusion game.
Looks like you've got a lot of nerve bringing me back here. Last time I recall, you got us trapped in the world of illusion.
You do realize that it was all Pete's doing, not mine.
Well, gee, if I were you, I would have done a lot harder to stop him instead of, I'm standing there.
Look, I'm not saying we're going to sue him. I'm just saying we have a case.
Shadowflare?
We'll talk later. Hey, Fairly OddGamer.
Wow.
How's it going?
It's going alright. I'm just about to start the Disney Illusion Island review. Oh, and Sonify's here.
Oh, God, who's this doofus?
Nice to meet you, too.
Were you forced to do game reviews with Gamer 2?
Actually, Marchio was my idea.
And yet, you reviewed Mario games for preschoolers. Funny.
That was not nice. You know, He did, at one point, if you go back to my reaction video to Marchio, with Sour Flare and Fairy OddGamer, you know what I'm talking about. And especially the fact I did react to Scary OddGamer with Charlotte Flare. That's just my point. Continue on.
That turned out.
Sonic R.
Dude, don't even get me started on that.
Wow. And I did make a cameo in with these two on Jump Force, you know, and the Fairy OddGamer episode in that one point. So yeah, makes a lot of sense to me. Continue on.
Guys, please, settle down. You can both be in the review. But before we start, how much do you, Sour Flare, know about the Illusion series?
Oh, actually, I'm a huge Disney fan. They were my
Wow.
favorite company for a few decades.
I'm guessing not anymore due to setbacks.
Hold on. What happened? You're not anymore the Disney. What happened to you? Continue on.
Growing up, I idolized the Walt Disney Company. Their output of animated films from the 1970s to the 2010s was truly something to behold.
Well,
But they also ruined Star Wars, ran Marvel into the ground, and made Wish. Yeah, nowadays a lot of their decisions have been more than a bit questionable. But
Yeah.
there's still plenty of love in their backlog. They've had tons of great video games under their belt too, like DuckTales. And do I even need to name drop Kingdom Hearts? I only became aware of the Illusion series fairly recently after you guys covered them. Having
Well-
played them now, they're definitely solid enough platformers, if more than a touch frustrating at times. When Illusion Island was announced, the timing was a little too perfect. You guys got me interested in this series, so if there's anyone to blame for me being here, it's you.
Okay then, with that being said, let us make our way to Illusion Island.
well,
After reaffirming that it's a Disney game, we see that it was made by De La La Studios, the same company behind the Battletoads remake from 2020?
That's a strange connection. Not
which I have not seen. Okay.
Donkey Kong Freddy Krueger strange, but strange.
After a brief seizure warning, you can then choose your save file, the number of players, 4 being the maximum, what characters you want, and what difficulty you want, with the jewel heart being the easiest, and the regular hearts being more or less difficult, depending on the number of hearts.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this game only has local multiplayer and no online capability whatsoever. So because of this, I decided to have each of the Fab Four take on one portion of the game. Think of it as a 4x200 relay, or depending on how long each section of the game will be.
I call Goofy!
I guess I can be Donald.
Not so fast, boys.
Oh my
Wow.
god,
Wow.
Donald Duck, I'm such a huge fan!
Oh, hi, Donald.
I know that.
Wait, Donald? You're joining too?
Of course. As myself.
Okay then.
Well,
Well, Songify, looks like you'll have to be many. Don't worry, you won't have to wear a dress.
Phew. Well, that's a sigh of relief.
Good
Wow.
to hear. Anyway, let's get started.
wow.
So Mickey reads a poorly drawn map while trying to find a perfect place for a picnic as he sees Minnie, who also has the same map. Oh, and if anyone's familiar with the character design, then that's because it's based off the recent Mickey Mouse shorts. So about
Even though it's a great idea, even though I saw the Mickey Mouse shorts one time, it was hilarious. Continue on.
the map.
It doesn't even have coordinates or custom embossing.
Wait, custom embossing? Why would you need that? I think coordinates are good enough.
Well, if Tingle taught us anything, that map always needs some artistic flair.
Yeah, even though it's a Tinkerbell difference.
Donald hanging upside down on a rope with his foot, also with said map in his hand. Either a coincidence or probably just hanging around. And Goofy's here too, not only with a map in his hand, but also with a GPS.
Goofy positioning system.
Well,
So yeah, they all have maps to the island, but they didn't send them to one another. Because of this, they must investigate the area to find out where the maps came from. By the way, this game is separated into different quests to help you toward progression. And first you must ask, what's that sound? Think of it as the tutorial
yeah, what's the sound? From Home Improvements series. Continue on. Yeah.
section of the game. You move with the control stick, B to jump, while holding B lets you jump higher.
Wow.
Why not have a double jump feature? And these mailboxes are your checkpoints. But
Yeah,
unlike
mailbox coming with blue screws. Continue on.
Solution games, the only thing this game lacks is the ability to attack enemies. If you even try to jump on an enemy, you'll just lose health or even die.
You know what would have been nice? The ability to stomp your foes. You know, like in any other game ever.
I guess Mickey took some inspiration, or rather a small portion of it, from Barney's hide-and-seek game.
Even though I did play before on my main channel, and it makes more sense. Even though I saw their reactions to this before on Barney's hide-and-seek game beforehand on Boys Games on the Fairy OddGamer episode on LJPCBM beforehand, that makes more sense anyway. Continue on.
Hey, everybody. They're a multi-billion-dollar company.
Wow.
After some exploration, they discover that the noise is coming from behind a shrubbery.
Wow.
A what?
Wow.
No, not them.
It kind of reminds me of Highlander. Wow.
They find a magical bookcase. Hey, look, a pixie half circle.
Kind of Rainbow. Wow.
We then
Hold on. Let me get this back. Rephrase that. Disney's 100 years. But it's not that kind of difference. Continue on. Anyway.
Okay. Hey, look, a pixie half circle.
Wow.
we then see you know what? Let the cutscene explain.
We bid you welcome to the world of Monoth. We are the Hawkins, and I am their leader, Toku.
What is with this art style? I get that's supposed to look reminiscent of the newer Mickey Mouse shorts, but it just...
Yeah, that makes more sense. Kind of, go back one.
What is with this art style? I get that's supposed...
Yeah, these spots kind of a twist of the game. Continue on.
Look reminiscent of the newer Mickey Mouse shorts, but it just looks weird and kind of ugly.
Oh, and get used to this opening cutscene, by the way, because it takes forever.
And we're in slow-mo, anyway.
Maybe I should explain what's going on. You see, Monoth is in danger, and they need heroes like the Fab Four to save their world from eternal peril. Also, you gotta love what's happening behind Toku. Do they have a Disneyland in their world? Anyway, remember the bookcase I previously mentioned? It was supposed to hold 3 magical books called the Tomes of Knowledge that contain all the wisdom of their lands. Jeez, where's the super readers when you need them?
I hate that show. Super why? Anyway.
I'd sparkle.
Anyway,
Okay.
without the
My Little Pony's better. I'm a brony. Continue on.
books in their proper place, then evil will rain down with suffering, misery, death, and destruction.
What's that thing over board, Jabo?
Oh, sorry. Turns out they were each stolen by thieves, and the only way to stop them is to say the magic words, Miska!
Oh my god. This show's awful.
Mickey Mouse! Oh, if only. But no, they're actually no joke. TBD, 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 TBD.
Yes, to be announced, to be developed, to be developed, to be developed, to be developed. More like it. Continue on.
Placeholder words or the actual words?
Yes.
Sounds like how I write my scripts.
Oh, and there's also more rules. No swimming, no fishing, no driving, no burgers, no skating, no beating, no ball kicking, and most importantly, no dogs allowed.
All of this makes no sense. Why?
Does that mean Huck's gonna be in the video? Hey, dudes!
Apparently not.
No
Why?
copyright law in the universe is going to stop me! By the
Jeez, man. There's something going on.
I love that the Protector is being powered up by a token running on a hamster wheel. It's just that little tusk that makes me laugh. Anyway, before departing, Toku hands him a mobile communication device called the Toku app.
Did Mickey steal that from Persona 5?
But yeah, it's up to the Fab Four to retrieve the tomes, stop the thieves, and become true heroes. And from the looks of it, we got a lead. Kinda. It's here we're introduced to Glimpse, allowing you to refill your health meter via hearts and unlock gallery rewards one piece at a time. Also, Bounce Pad! While trying to reach across Pavonia, they run into a pink buck-toothed aardvark called Mazzy, with the power to invent. So yes, Mazzy provides power-ups to each of the 4. In this case, Mazzy provides the following in order to help them reach longer distances. A jetpack for Mickey, a paper plane for Minnie, and a spicy pepper for Goofy.
Hey, what about me?
Oh right. For you, Donald, you get nothing. You lose.
Oh, man.
sir.
No, yeah. More like, nothing! Absolutely nothing! Stupid! You're so stupid! Yeah, UFF, if you're wondering, yeah. Bob Show, if you watch this, I have no idea what to say of you. Continue on. Anyway.
Oh, you got something, all right.
Phew, that's good.
In fact, this may be the best pickup you've ever gotten.
Really? What is it?
I'm glad you asked. You now have a rocket that resembles but definitely is not dynamite.
Are you
Wow.
trying to kill me?
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
what he said.
But hey, we have a map in this game. At least it's better than the map in Friday the 13th. With Boost Jump now unlocked, they head their way to Terranium Town. So now, things are looking up. Along the way, they must find 3 keys to open locked doors. And if you're lucky, a healing pool that lets you replenish your health. Unless you chose a stone heart that gives you
Yeah, but that makes more sense. Yeah, I just want to make more clarifying. Okay, well, sorry, Rob. Let's continue.
Along the way, they must find 3 keys to open locked doors. And if you're lucky, a healing pool that lets you replenish your health. Unless you chose a stone heart that gives you pretty much unlimited health. And I know what you're thinking, no, you're not invincible. But
Yeah, like, invincible! Continue on, anyway.
Maggie's back with another power-up, wall jumping.
How did he get past all that?
I have no idea.
Mickey holds the magic pencil, Doodle Bob not included. Minnie gets a climbing tool, and Goofy can fork himself off the walls. And yes, I said
Eating some of your food. Continue on.
fork. Please don't get on to me in the comments.
Hello? You missing anyone?
I don't think Mortimer's in this game.
That's it.
Mortimer, yeah. Mortimer, I think Mortimer Mouse. Come at me if you would go back to House of Mouse and Mickey Mouse works, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Clubhouse you saw earlier. This show sucks. I'm sorry. Continue on.
Jeez, Donald, don't get hostile.
Yeah, Donald, you're acting like someone shoved a stick up your hole again.
Donald can now wall jump with a plunger. Wait a minute. Donald has a plunger and he's wearing a tie. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Wow.
And this time on Crossovers Nobody Asked For, Donald Duck in Plumbers Don't Wear Tie.
Come on the ABGN episode of Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. I'm like, God, help me out here. Continue on.
Sorry.
Bowie is right. Oh, and you can also find pieces of memorabilia from his classic cartoons, even one that's now public domain, token cards, and a map piece of each area in the form of once bitten bread provided by a robot. Eventually, they make it to Terranium Town. Well, the canopy anyway. Seeing that a gate's been locked for 100 years, they run into a smuggler named Dex.
A smuggler? Like Han Solo?
Not really.
In Star Wars, different.
This gives them a lead on how to get to Terranium Town through the smuggler tunnels. It's like a war pipe, only not. But hey, to get a smuggler's card allowing them access to smuggler's tunnels, under the tunnels and through the library to a new area, Gizmopolis. And no, it's not a Sonic level. As they activate platforms by bell stomping, they make their way to the admin buildings and through the service tunnels as they jump to their dooms.
Yeah.
Nah, they're perfectly...
Yeah, I was gonna make this me. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, love that meme. If you look back at my joke series, you know what I'm talking about. Continue on. Anyway.
Nah, they're perfectly fine. But they do come across the first of the Tome Thieves, a postal worker? But anyway, you defeat her by hopping on every rectangular node, resulting in a capsule orb from Mario Party 5
Wow.
on her head, all while avoiding spikes either falling or on the ground. Eventually, they defeat the thieves with enough damage orbs. So, what exactly happens to the thief after saying TBD 4 times? Yeah, that.
Come with Tarzan, if you ask me.
Retrieve the first tome entitled Theories of Efficiency, the Tome of Engineering. Eventually, they run into Dex's Uncle Steve in the maintenance room.
I have an Uncle Steve! Since watched Uncle Steve, Aunt Candy, and of course, my Uncle Brad, my dad, and this is for all of you. Continue on.
Apparently, this tunnel was sealed by hard rock, and only a cannon is the only way to break through the rock. But if not, then they have to generate a large downward force.
Wow.
You know what that means? Yep, Visit Mazzy again as you unlock another power-up, the Ground Pound.
Wow.
Does this mean we can finally damage enemies?
No. But let's see what they got, shall we? Mickey gets to use Oswald's face as a bouncing ball glove.
Oh, also space. Like, what am I doing? Anyway, more.
Suitcase. And for Goofy,
Donuts. Is there anything
Wow.
they can't do?
and last but
Wow. The donuts. That's in. Yeah. Not just from the Separatists, but also from. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Continue on.
least, Donald gets an anvil.
Isn't that usually a Looney Tunes thing?
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I saw these. Recently, in the documentary set of Roger Rabbit. Continue on.
It's here where they run the Dash Dolphin.
On.
Thing.
Or William Woodpecker. I sound the worst voice of Woodpecker. Anyway, continue on.
It's here where they run the Dash Dolphin, a journalist for the Daily Monmouth. He lends the four his camera, allowing them to take photos of Penny and Mickey secretly scattered around the game.
Like in Kingdom Hearts 3.
They head back to the library where they find a teleporter. Fast travel, ladies and gentlemen. They return to the canopy, but Dex is not there. Seriously, what the Dex is going on?
Yeah, exactly my thoughts.
In the smuggler's tunnels, they find a bookshelf that's missing the tome. It's here where you can place the tome of engineering and what is going on?
I think it kind of reminds me of the movie, oh yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants movie. That's what it was. Who's trying to eat, the Krabby Patty vehicle. You know, it makes sense. Continue on.
So, Disney presents Dune?
Eventually,
Go on! One more time!
going on?
So, Disney presents Dune?
Dude. Continue on. Anyway.
Eventually, they arrive at Terrarium Town. Man, this area looks beautiful. As they
Wow,
finally-
hold on.
Dune?
Eventually, they arrive at Terrarium Town. Man, this area looks beautiful.
Kind of reminds me of ice cream. Anyway, move on.
Finally find Dex, who's now good on smuggling and is now a distribution assistant that distributes tributes to the Highness, a giant bird that watches over Pavonia. In addition, he finds an antique book dealer, so the game must traverse a little light reading.
This is light.
Wow.
But before doing so, they have to find a way to swing by larger gaps. To the Nazi room! Mickey channels
Batman. Continue on.
in her nest with a yo-yo. Minnie channels her inner Indiana Jones with a carabiner. Goofy has the meat, and Donald gets a fishing rod with no lure.
Hold on, one moment. Fishing rod with no hook, no nothing. Wow.
Well, because of what the swinging arc looks like, I guess you could say they're swinging by
Imagination.
Wow. That's in Dinosaur Sensation. Continue on.
eventually they encounter Mumblefink. You know, the book deal that Dex talked about. It turns out that these are magical books created by the heroes of Monmouth, in which each hero had put a piece of their own passion to magic. However, they can be found upon the head of the Highness, the highest point in Monmouth. Few have
Wow.
attempted, but none have succeeded. But
Yes.
now they must begin a novel journey. They climb the
Wow.
way of the ascent when suddenly this guy shows up. Hey,
Oh.
Manhattan.
Hey, Heaven. I thought this guy was a planet type of person. Wow.
Scientist, he always answers in the form of a question, and he's a complete jerkwad.
Wow.
Sounds like the total package.
Well, boys, looks like we're going on a research trip.
Great! Just what I want to do when playing a video game. Learn.
Not necessarily. After exiting Terrarium Town, the gang head out to Crater Bay. When you wish upon a star,
Wow.
makes a pathway to get far.
Wow.
It's here where they find Major Leeward, who just started an annual hide-and-seek championship with no way out. And you'll never guess who they have to find.
Oh.
Clearly the mayor has daddy issues.
Literally.
And
Wow.
exactly what you do next, play hide-and-seek while finding all 5 of his children. And there were
Yeah, like 5, 10, 50, 20, 25. You on anyway.
To a now happy mayor reunited with his children. But yeah, you have to look everywhere in the area to find all the hiders, without any indication as to where they are. Even the map can't even help you out.
That was a complete waste of time.
Sorry.
Said it.
Like this whole review.
What?
Nothing.
So back to the so-called research trip as they make their way to the research station. However, they find a strong gust of air that can push them upwards to the Mazzy Cave.
Wow, no,
When
no.
gliding as a new power-up, Mazzy provides the gang a cyclocopter for Mickey, a bow-tie parasol for Minnie. So what, she's Princess Peach now? A mushroom
Wow. Go back one more time.
copter for Mickey, a
Wow.
bow-tie parasol for Minnie. So what, she's Princess Peach now? A
Wow.
mustard ball for Goofy.
It comes with a mustard ball.
For Donald, 2 feathers.
Tickle.
We already have feathers? He's a duck!
Wow. Wah.
Can even fly?
And not gonna lie, this dialogue exchange is pretty funny.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow. Let's go. Okay. Makes sense.
Anyway, they make it to the station where they meet 2 scientists named Poi and Yup. Yep, Poi Yup. Or Yuppoi. I
jerk
tried. It turns out that the research was for cross-biome teleportation, and wait, hold on.
Oh, man.
That he uses a teleporter, and they have to walk the whole way.
Kind of reminds me of teleporting fat guy from Smosh. Continue on.
Well, do what you do best. Thank you.
Come on.
Oh. One more time.
Best. Thank you.
Oh my god, continue on.
Dad, stop getting me harder.
After teleporting to Terrarium Town, they now make their way to the head of the Highness and up to the peak of Pavonia. It's here where they find the second tome, the Tome of Botany. Mission accomplished. Let's get moving. Okay, maybe not. Turns out it leads to another boss fight against another thief. With a bird trapped in a crystal cell, I don't know. It summons swing points, and you simply have to keep swinging until it breaks.
Wow.
And a nut will bump the bird's head after all the swing points break.
Wow.
The later phases have you avoid falling flowers and a spike pit. So far, the premise for each boss fight hardly provides any challenge at all.
You got that right, gamer.
Eventually, defeat the bird and repeat the TBD spell, resulting in another...
How reminds me of this Angry Birds spin-offs or things like that. Continue on.
But thanks to the
It's like Tarzan yells. Continue on.
grab, Uncle Steve tells the gang that the mail rail generator in Crescent Hamlin is shut down, and they have to go there immediately for the balance of power. But before doing so, they stop at Critters Bay to place the Tome of Botany in its appropriate bookshelf. And the tree took a life.
Talk about an environmental
Well,
hazard.
It was also in their entry to Crescent Hamlet, where they find a floating old timer. And apparently she loves everything. Wow, that's the most positive thing I've ever seen. Why can't we all be positive like her?
Maybe if
Yeah.
you didn't force me out of my vacation, I would consider that.
They make it to a yellow bell-like button, which then turns on the mail rail generator, allowing you to...
hold on. Yellow Bell. That's in Hell's Bells and ACDC. Continue on.
They make it to a yellow bell-like button, which then...
Oh, yeah. Yellow Bell. Yeah, that was an hourglass. Continue on. Anyway.
on the mail rail generator, allowing you to... rail grind?
What is this? Sonic Adventure 2?
Oh,
That was a fish hook. Okay.
allow you to... rail grind?
Yeah, that was a fish hook. Continue on. Anyway.
What is this? Sonic Adventure 2?
Oh yeah, I forgot! Sega started the series.
Yeah,
They take a first-class inquiry route to the mobs at Gizmopolis via teleporter. And what are mobs, you may ask? Morbidly obese pigs?
No. I mean, I love pigs. They're adorable. Continue on.
The old patients?
No.
Madness of Peter Parker?
Oh, it's
Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Continue on.
not the official postal service. Doy.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
as in, doy. Continue on.
I like mine better.
They find an info automatron who speaks in error codes and tells them to find the post officer in her office. But it's here that they've run into a bit of a snag. Remember the first book thief we defeated? Well, it turned out the post officer was the said book thief we defeated.
Oh my god! Yeah! Thief and police? Yeah. Post officer, yeah, it was a thief. That tool piece, yeah, like, how that's supposed to happen? Continue on.
So it looks like our heroes got incorrectly routed.
Typical for any GBS.
With a blocked delivery chute, they now have to unblock it. Also, with the push of a button, the overall structure of the mobs will change. Don't really know the reason why, but okay. Eventually, they make it to the chute room as Uncle Steve is trying to unclog a delivery chute to the sky below. And with the push of a big red emergency button, it reserves the airflow. So now they can go down the sky below, right? Well, they have to find a way to dive into the moon juice. So that just leaves Massey with the final power-up of the game, Deep Dive.
Wow.
So for the final time, what does the game get?
Well, gamer, Mickey gets the amazing fishbowl.
Ooh, wow.
Lovable Minnie gets these screw-up flippers.
Wow.
And for the goofball on the go, a watermelon, fresh from the manure pit.
Delicious, except for the gummies, but not for the food. Continue on.
Yeah! Congratulations.
Sound effects from... If you go back to the game Jump Force episode, continue on. Anyway.
Do you three?
Wait, what about me?
Why do you want anything? You're a duck.
Just give me what I want.
All right. For the duck, you've won a straw with a fan attached.
Oh my god.
That's all the time for now. See you guys real soon.
With Deep Dive, you can now swim through the moon juice while still dashing into rocks as well as avoiding sea-like enemies. And now they can dive into the sky below. After the computer bot tells you about a mob changing button, they teleport over to the sky below, or rather underwater. The air looks great and all, but I don't think it fares any better than the previous Illusion games in my opinion.
Wow.
Unlike the previous games in which you go from one level to another, whether from doors or a map, this game is a giant Metroidvania in which the entire game is one huge level with different looking areas.
Well.
Anyway, after swimming through the deep realms of the Moon Douche Ocean, and even suspended pool pass, they run into the old timer again. And get this, she has the final tome. And we have to fight her to get it. And then she... Ah! It's Cthulhu!
It's a squid! Continue on.
You have to swim through suspended pools and dash into Saturn-like targets while avoiding a cross-sway force-shaped laser beam. No disrespect from Teen Knight Saturn, of course. Even with spikes added in later phases, there's still hardly any challenge with this boss fight. TBD 4 times equals immobilization to Old Timer. And with the final tome received, the Tome of Astronomy, they dropped on the chute as they place the tome in another bookshelf. Now that's a good way to liven up a party. Literally. Now
Well,
they have all 3 tomes.
Hold on one sec.
Stealth. Now that's a good way to liven up a party. Literally.
Compromiser of a rainbow music notes difference. Continue on.
Now they have all 3 tomes in their possession. They can now return these overdue books back to the tokens.
So, that's the ending, right?
Wow.
Yep, as if it wasn't long enough, there's still more. Remember that Toku guy from the beginning? Well, get a load of this.
Toku? I'm not that familiar with magic bookcases. Is it supposed to do that?
Oh, yes. Everything is going exactly according to plan.
That was phrased a little ominously.
I just want to get paid. Oh, you'll get what's coming to you.
Wow.
What's coming to you?
Wow.
The bookcase separates, which creates a portal, and then...
Quick, Hookins! Grab the books and follow me!
Oh, what a twist.
Wow.
A twist villain.
Family Guy. Wow. Oh, what a twist from Robot Chicken? I don't know. Continue on.
Disney property. Never seen that before.
Well, it is hard the whole thing in the first place.
Yeah. So, Zootopia, Moana, Cars, Monsters Incorporated, and some other characters from Pixar, some Sticky Pete, Lotso. I don't know some of the characters. I'm sorry. Continue on.
Tokens take the books to the portal, and the giant bookcase transforms into another book. But not just any book, but the Tome of History.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a good story.
Why, sure, doll. Unless you want the comment section saying this.
Do you have any idea what
Wow.
he's saying?
You know, speaking of which, Pat Sajak is now retired, and back in June of this year, and it was now replaced by a host named Ryan Seacrest. If you're wondering when Wheel of Fortune will be airing, well, it's coming this Monday for a new season. Van White's still at it for a few years, so be look out for it. Continue on.
I think it's best to let us three handle this, so here we go. Long ago in the land of Monmouth, 4 rulers have conceived books based on their different expertise and passion within engineering, botany, astronomy, and history. And thus, these 4 magical books became known to everyone as the Tomes of Knowledge, in order to share knowledge to all of Monmouth.
But everything changed when one hero, Razor of history, turned against his fellow heroes and wanted to destroy the books and harness all the power for himself. This would lead to an epic battle of 3 against 1.
The heroic trio of good monarchs subdue Grazar long enough to banish him from space and time. Okay. From a portal. And in order to prevent this from happening again, they made a pact to protect each tome of knowledge and to guard them in their own biome, never to see each other again. And even though Monmouth was saved, it would all end in a devastating blow.
Big deal. I could have killed the whole thing myself.
Not a good time, doll. Heck, you weren't even paying attention at all.
Nah, I do stuff.
Yeah, bedtime.
He always puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah, like it kind of reminds me of the Wiggles singing "Rockabye Bear" singing like in the other end. Excuse me, anyway. In the end of the song, it'd be like the verses saying like "Hands in the air, rockabye the bear, bear's not asleep, shh shh shh, bear's not asleep, shh shh," something like that. But that's just me. Continue on. Anyway.
But also ironic. And because they...
He puts me to sleep.
Not surprising.
But also ironic. And because they were technically helping Grazar and the evil tokens, this ultimately would make them...
not heroes.
Even worse, Goofy. Technically, we're the villains.
Oh my God! You guys are you're the main characters. Why? Continue on.
Okay, that was really funny.
Oh man, help me. Hold on. Oh, Goofy is Maleficent. Hang on. Yeah, Goofy is Maleficent. Mikey is Captain Hook. What is Donald supposed to be? And Minnie is Jafar. Why? Oh yeah, Donald's Cruella de Vil. I don't know. I don't like get it. Continue on. Yeah.
Okay, that was really funny.
Not even close, Lucas. Anyway.
Always wondered what I look like with that hair.
Well,
Yeah, I thought it would be nice, but I saw some of the Bob Show reviews of... I was a Patreon exclusive review of Cruella de Vil, but I'm not gonna watch the whole... I'm not sure doing Patreon exclusive reviews during the entire LJPCBM episode. That's a big no-no, because I'm not allowed to show that on YouTube, nor is other things. It's only Patreon exclusive only. Yes, I'm a huge Bob Show fan, and he's an inspiration to me, but it makes more sense, because he loves the 1961 movie, not the 1996 with Glenn Close, because I was a huge fan of both of those movies. Cause I was only 1 when it first came out in 1991, and I was only 5 when the 2000 version came out with the divorced couple. I can't say his name, sorry, but the 2 returning actors playing Cruella de Vil, and of course the the mayor. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm gonna talk about 102 Dalmatians before we continue on, okay? And this is Eric Idle, who is in my Phytar, who is in, it was Warswarp, the parrot, who acts like a dog for some reason. Now, it was directed by Kevin Lima, who also did a Goofy movie and Enchanted. Now, and Tarzan, as a matter of fact. Now, seeing here is Tim McCartney, okay? He also did the first 101 Dalmatians movie in 1996, okay? And Lasagna, wow. And this movie seen here is the divorced couple of Ian Garford and Alice Evans. Now, these two were now divorced since the 2020s, like 2023 right now. Bryce Wallace, as of right now, is now engaged to the designer who who owns the dog shop, dog thing, 102 Dalmatians, who met the ex-wife of the actress who played Chloe Simon in 102 Dalmatians in the movie. See here, because you see one of the big figures in the movie seen here was Greg Close, who played Cora DeVille. She betrayed him. She betrayed her. Okay? And with that figure out, at the time frame, there was an actor who played the French artist. His name is George Depardieu. Now let me tell you who he is. He was a French actor known to be one of the most popular in film history. He had completed over 250 films since 1967. Wow. Also, as the lead, Depardieu had worked over 150 film directors, who has most collaborated, including John Lec Gouard, Francis Coutard, Maurice Page. These French names I cannot pronounce. Sorry. He's the second highest grossing actor in the history of French cinema, behind Louis D. Fries. As of January 2022, his body of work also includes countless television productions, 18 stage plays, 16 records, and 9 books. He is known for having portrayed enormously historic and factual figures of the Western world, including George Dagens, Joseph Sally, Henry D. Bias, Andres Damas, Andres Duamen, Marshall D. Barges. Anyway, there's a lot of names. I can't speak French. Sorry. There's a lot of actors who play him. So, he's now 35, but he was born in Rochelle, France. And he is now retired from acting. So, and his partner, his name is Manda. His last name starts with a B. I cannot pronounce his name. Sorry, but he did. His wealth started in 1993. But yeah, but he's been retired now from acting. So this year, but he did this thing in the movie 102 Dalmatians. I talk about this Eric Idle guy, but the scene here was the judge portrayed by Timothy West. And there's so many actors who play in 102 Dalmatians was not in 101 Dalmatians. Let me tell you all about it before we continue on, okay? And before we began, there was a possible sequel in 102 Dalmatians. A Corella movie, okay? That came out this year, okay? Greg Close portrayed the worker at Corella as executive producer. She works in news stories. Corella, a sequel to those films. She would inspire the role of Cruella de Vil. The plot was available to characters in New York City. It also takes inspiration to Godfather Part 2. The actors attended the pitch in the studio. Wow. Now, I saw Cruella in theaters during COVID. Okay? So, it would make more sense during that time frame. So, before we move on, there is 101 Dalmatians, okay? It came out Thanksgiving 1996, okay? This is Glenn Close, and the actor's name is Tim Montgomery as Azalea. Now, Jeff Daniels played Roger Deary, okay? Now, who is he, may I ask? Well, he was born in 1955 in Evans, Georgia, my home state. Wow. And he's best known for so many major roles, okay? So many movies, in fact. He did Fly Away Home. He also did, Algebra, I pronounce his name, 1990 movie, directed by the one and only Frank Marshall, who's been portrayed for Everyone Entertainment, seen here. So, I wasn't saying Steven Spielberg, but whatever. But anyway, there's a lot of movies since he debuted in the movies in 1976, but he did not do the movies until 1981, as in the movie called Ragtime. He did appear in 1976. It called The Farm. So let's just move on, okay? And talk about 101 Dalmatians a little bit, okay? There's Joey Richardson as Tina Campbell Green Dairy. Joan Paulwright, who's now retired, as Nanny. Because she's been doing she's now 94, but she's doing a lot of great job as Nanny and everything like that. But anyway, hilarious Jasper, who later betrayed the dad, Stuart Little. Mark Williams as Horace. There's a lot of things going on with this whole thing. Now, in production values, it makes sense. Cruella, and then we'll continue on, okay? Cruella is Emma Stone, okay? So, and yeah, it was released on May 28th, 2021. And yeah, it was Sarah Miller, Cruella DeVille. And there's a lot of it going on, so there you go. So Emma Thompson is Mars and Dawn Hellman. Who is she? Well, she's also in the following, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna go on acting credits and stage and everything. Well, she's in she's not in 2015 Beauty and the Beast, okay, whatever. Joe Fry's Jasper. Okay, I'm not gonna go on. Anyway, let's continue on. What are you doing, boy? Yeah. Spider Boy, Ziggy, Stardust, and Mark Bowen. Okay, let's continue on.
Also rating Daisy's wardrobe.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, that duck just got roasted.
It's my gay from the Community show. Anyway.
So in order to set things right, they must undo the wrongs and set free these so-called thieves and show Toku, as Sonic would put it,
The real superpower of teamwork.
Wow.
So, any ideas?
How about we say the magic sequence backwards? Instead of TBD, 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 we say TBD, 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 TBD.
Don't you?
More to be announced, to be developed. Anyway, move on.
DBT, 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 DBT?
With the questionable rules of this world, that might actually work.
Okay, never mind. But the point is we now have to right the wrongs, which happens to be the final quest of the game.
Wow.
And first up, save the post officer in the biome of engineering. And because we have the tome of history, we can now fast travel to any checkpoint we want to. Need not worry about taking the long way when you have fast travel in your hands. So they make it to the post officer and say the spell backwards, but not really, and therefore free the post officer. While she doesn't take it kindly at first, they promise her to set things right and bring the tomes back to their rightful place. The post officer then tells Mickey and friends to find the other heroes, restore them, and then meet where the bookcase once stood. So after saying Peahen Hero, oh that's what that bird was, and the old-timer, they return to the library as they all summon a portal to the final area of the game, Grazar's Workshop. One thing I forgot to mention beforehand is that before going to a certain area, it will warn you about content that won't be completed until the story is finished. Though personally, it's best to save all that for the post-story. Thankfully, Grazer's Workshop is more linear, unlike what I've seen before this.
Yeah, it was gooey, all gooey. Is this a rainbow? Okay. Makes sense anyway, but, yeah. It's kind of like a spikes. Continue on.
Venture your way to Grazar while either destroying or avoiding any obstacles. Eventually make it to the workshop and... Mazzy? What are you doing here?
Yeah. It's like an alligator phase. Anyway.
Mazzy! Who is this Mazzy?
Why, you're Mazzy?
Blood pluggers! My name is not Mazzy. What is it then?
You thought it was Mazzy.
But it was me, Pete. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Pete from the cartoons, Pete. Wow, okay, let's continue on.
Not you again.
Excuse me, who are you?
Don't forget it. I'm not even in this game, even though I was in the others.
Yeah, it really was a missed opportunity.
Well,
Though to be fair, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Actually, this is Grazar from the previously mentioned backstory. With the power of a scepter, he starts the boss fight. While he's armed with downward cone-shaped blast, you can then defeat Grazar by using the same methods as the previous boss fights. Honestly, why use the same methods before but making it more difficult?
Because variety is for chumps.
Eventually, they break the crown. Not only does defeat Grazar, but he's also back to his normal self. It turns
how is the body difference?
he was under control by, guess who?
Toku.
How many of stupid Pokemon there was? Ugh.
Assuming by your perfectly pitch perfection that you met. Yes!
We know!
I'm assuming by your perfectly pitch perfection that you met. Yes!
Thank you.
Maggie thought the crown would look nice on him. That is until, of course, the mind control thing. Oh, and the Tokopedia app? That was also Toku's doing.
What a twist!
That's what I was trying to do here on Robot Chicken, duh. Bob Show, if you watch this for you, buddy. T1.
Another plot twist. Toku happened to be Mazzy's apprentice, not knowing that Toku would turn heel on Mazzy.
Gee, so Toku was the evil mastermind all along.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, no orange difference. Say, I'm not Captain Obvious. He's over there. And then just sitting here to say, ooh, he's gonna die phone.
Change the subject, but earlier in our journey, when you would appear to us, why did you say your name was Mazzy?
Mazzy is the nickname post officer gave me when we were younger, and it...
Yeah, like, how much you gonna be an alligator for? I'm like, what's the number? I don't know. Well, I'll keep on with something else to do.
stuck. She said it was because I was mad and sassy.
But the workshop's still
Like, shake you like a boot, like a mugger. Anyway, do you want?
intact, making the game are still able to stop Toku once and for all. But before doing so, Mazzy wrote the following words on a piece of paper: wither, dismantle, implode, end. Okay.
Yeah.
So they make it to the top of the workshop as Toku performs a demonic ritual with the tomes, I guess to destroy them, only to be interrupted by making the gang as they do whatever it takes to get the books back.
Please, give us the books.
Duh.
Wait, I'm under a spell by Grazar. He's controlling my mind with his hat, see?
The hat you just took off?
Yes! No, a different hat. An invisible one. Underneath.
Invincible? What do you mean invisible? Duh.
A sub hat. That's a thing here.
How did you get to that thing invincible? Do you know what what the bleep means. Continue on.
Not even your Hokin army can help you. Oh wait, they're gone.
Wow. Yeah. Get over it. Yes, get over it. Ah! From Money from Dawn and the Holy Grail. Yeah, I did this before my videos, some of the videos before Ultra Such Cool videos. Go check them out. So, yeah, I did one time my Cool Cat Saves the Kids, Born Jokes episode / review on the Jeff Crick. You know, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm not going to show the whole thing due to copyright reasons, but that's just me. Continue on. Anyway.
The only reason I did it was because my whole life I've been treated badly. Ignored, not taken seriously. All on account of...
Yeah, well, so is this guy.
Plankton from SpongeBob. Wow.
And he's a better villain than you.
Wow, like, exactly my thought. I'm a SpongeBob person, and yeah, he fought, and if you go back to the Weekender show, the Weekender show created by Doug Wenzel, because I was watching on 2 Disney back in the day. Yeah, Plankton's Chumbug is better than the band. Chumbucket, like, what's that? You know, because, years went by. When I met Jason Marsden in person, he saw my autograph. He saw the autograph he was signed. And he said, go see the Chum Bucket. I'm like, okay. But, honestly, that was a ripoff to the Chum Bucket that Plankton was on at the restaurant, you know. But that just makes more sense. If you watch Jason Marsden, I'm sorry. But please do forgive me. Especially Tino, the voice by Jason Marsden. But that's just me. Because I was a huge fan of Weekends. Don't remind me. Continue on.
Every day, every one of us has to dig down deep inside to find that little bit of heroism. But for us, it was being brave enough to accept your mission, and then undertake all the dangers we faced. And when we found out you tricked us, well, we had to be courageous enough to admit we were wrong and work hard to undo what we'd done. But that's what being a hero is all about.
Yeah, you know, hold on, I can't spin it around. Okay. Whatever. That's how it's all about. Continue on, anyway. Wow.
And this leads to what I think is one of the lamest Disney villain defeats I've ever seen.
Exactly, my thought.
Give me a break, would ya? I never said I wanted to be a hero. I said I wanted to rule Monoth. And now, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. When I absorb the power of the tomes, all of Monoth will tremble before my mighty leadership!
And then, Sparta! Whoa! Yeah, he got angry. He got angry. Wow. Oh, I gotta do the same thing.
That was easy. That was easy.
But,
Yeah, that was an echo. My part. Anyway, continue on.
oh no! Toku has started the spell, therefore destroying the books and the workshop. Thankfully, making the game stop the spell by saying in unison, wither, dismantle, implode, and end. While it does fix the books, it doesn't stop the workshop from collapsing, which leaves only one option: perfecting the Joestar family's secret technique.
Wow.
You're basically playing the same level, but going backwards, as in get from the end to the beginning. By the way, this purple wavy void is an insta-kill, even with a stone heart. So you better be quick, because if you get caught in it, no matter what progress you made, then you have to start that level all over again.
Duh.
Well, Mazzy explains to the heroic trio what happened in the past few minutes.
I mean, he kind of reminds me of the either Alligator mix to not Orb, but Patrick Star and SpongeBob. Continue on, anyway.
Oh, but lo and behold, Mickey and the gang return bandaged, bashed, and bruised. Don't worry, they're fine in the very next shot.
They return the books, but for some reason, they have a change of heart. Instead, they hand the books back to Mickey and the gang. Why? Because they truly are the heroes.
You may not have been the heroes these stones were created for, but you are the ones they need. It's complicated, but
Yeah, comedy of the ones you saw in Bob's Show reviews. Continue on.
it's pretty awesome when you think about it.
Wow.
Meanwhile, in the portal, we see Toku's minions about to beat up their own leader.
So Toku gets the star treatment, in which Toku gets killed by his own minions.
You know, it kind of reminds me of the ones you saw in The Lion King. That shot. Continue on, anyway.
Okay, not really, but he does get what he deserves. A good flat-out beating. So the three heroes poof away. Maggie says goodbye, but not before he gives Mickey and friends the picnic that they wanted. And he
Yeah, like picnic, like, we're gonna have a picnic, the picnic. Continue on, anyway.
to Mickey and friends.
And I'm gonna go today.
For those about to rock, we salute you. Continue on.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Wow.
And that concludes the main story of the game. On the new DLC!
Wow.
It was revealed on June 16th via Nintendo Direct that this game would get some new features as well as DLC. For starters, we have Mystery and Moneth. There have been some clues popping up in Moneth, and the Fab Four are called in to help. By whom, you may ask? Why, none other than Dash Dolphin. Yeah, remember him? Dash calls upon the Fab Four to uncover each piece of evidence as seen in photographs scattered around each area, and connect the pins to pinpoint where each secret is hiding in that specific area.
Wow.
There are even some Moneths that mainly unlock time trial stages like in Crash Bandicoot, with time deductors and everything. Other than that, it's pretty much it. You can simply use the remainder of the postgame and just look for any other goodies you previously missed.
So, boys, what do you think of this new game?
Well, Donald, all I can say is... As someone who's reviewed all the Illusion games besides the debatable one, this might be the least memorable in my opinion. I get the developers are trying to do something different with the Metroidvania style, and that's fine, but the truth is, it would have been nice to have all the classic Illusion games as a compilation game, like Super Mario 3D All-Stars. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The overall look of this game is pretty good. It does capture the Mickey Mouse source from the 2010 era, but honestly, I much prefer the classic version that we all love and adore. Gameplay-wise, I think it's fine. It's a pretty cool game to see Mickey and friends use different items for the same power-up purpose, and some of them are just hilarious in my opinion. My only letdown is the boss fights. Even though it has more obstacles in each phase, they just seem too basic for me. I was also a bit disappointed knowing that this game only had local multiplayer, but even then, having online multiplayer could lead to messy results. While the music isn't that memorable, I kinda like the game's story in regards to its plot and conflict. And yeah, it does have some Disney cliches that we're familiar with, primarily the liar villain revealed during the endgame. Overall, Disney Illusion Island is an okay game. While the game does have its audience, I think fans of the classic Illusion games will soon get tired once it's finished. Definitely not a game that I want to pick up again.
Disney Illusion Island has to be one of the most confusing games I've ever played. I seriously don't know who this game was intended for. If it was meant to revive the Illusion series for nostalgic fans, well, it's nothing like those games, so you lost that audience. If it's aimed more towards younger kids, well, that just makes tying it to a 30-year-old series more baffling. Especially since, without the name, this game has so little connecting it to the Illusion series that you could have called it Mickey Mania 2 and it would have made
Yes, exactly!
just as much sense. But all that, I could mostly ignore. The big problem is the gameplay. A lot of it just consists of running through areas. Without any combat, the traversal just isn't as engaging as something like Cave Story or Castlevania. The story does have that quirky Disney charm, but it's nothing I'd write home about. I'm probably going to forget about it as soon as this video ends.
This game is basically taking what worked in the previous Illusion series and throwing it all away. Not only does it not work as a Mickey Mouse game, let alone one in the Illusion series, not only does it not work as a Disney game in general, but it doesn't even work as a standalone game. I guess it's trying to be like a Metroidvania game like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, But unlike that game where it involved clever problem solving, lots of strategy, and what's that other thing that game did? Oh yeah, it allowed you to attack! This game is painfully easy to figure out, as well as painfully easy to play with no strategy, and no way to attack anybody. And I know what you're about to say in the comments. But Sonicify, it's made for little kids. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
that's a load of crap, because even the most basic kids game, even for very little kids, at least make you feel smarter when playing it, and had way more effort put into it. I mean, seriously. Tiger's Honey Hunt on the PlayStation 1 had way more effort put into it. And yeah, there was no way to attack in that game either, but at least it made you feel like a game that had way more effort put into it to look like the source material, as well as be a fun game, and made you feel good while playing it. This game, it's just boring with a capital B.
Wow.
And the moral of the story is, without me, or whatever that evil queen lookalike was, you can't have a good game with the illusions.
Go back.
Me, or whatever that evil queen lookalike.
Kind of remind me of Wizard of Oz's Wicked Witch of the West. Come on, go back. Comment if Wicked Witch of the West is That's for a die movie, Wizard of Oz. Continue on.
You can't have a good game in the Illusion series.
Exactly.
I think there's more to it than that.
And I should know, because I was forced into it last time.
Well, you can't win them all.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks guys for helping me out.
You're welcome, Kima. Anyway, I'm ready to join. I hope this testing of someone me.
Alright, see you all.
Bye-bye. Be good.
Wow. Wow. Good doll. Yeah, thank you, doll.
Yeah, I guess I better go too. Busy times. For the last time, I did not order a giant trampoline.
Well, no, later. Gonna find my old shirt again.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm the Fairly Odd Gamer, and I wish you all good luck for the rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Take care, everyone.
Wow. That makes a whole lot of sense. Okay.
Before you leave a comment, I was going to wear a Mickey Mouse shirt, but I lost it, and so this is the next best thing. I had to wear this instead. Still a Disney property, though. See you next time, Internet.
Okay.
Oh, hello there. I'm Scrooge McDuck, the richest duck in the world. And if you like what the Fairly Odd Gamer has to offer you when it comes to video game reviews, then why not donate to his Patreon page as well? In addition to exclusive access to Discord, as well as extra bonus features, your name will also be seen right here next to me, like Blue Jumpers and Scarlet the Hedgehog. And trust me, they are definitely worth their weight in gold. Thanks for watching the video, supporting the channel, and filling up my money bin even more. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna have to go check up on the boys. Lord knows what they've been doing these days. Ah, curse me kilts, I hope they're not spending too much time on that TikTok or whatever it is.
So that was Disney Illusion Island with Sonic Flare and Sonic and Fairy Odd Gamer episode. Oh my god. This episode was not just hilarious, but also funny at the same time. So far, this episode was a success. Oh wow. John hurt. Wow, it was hilarious. Wow. Anyway. Okay. That Disney anyway. That was episode of LJPCBM, episode number 1000. 587. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Next is going to be a brand new episode of LJPCBM, which is going to be about Fairy Odd Gamer. Not Fairy Odd Gamer, excuse me. Brand new episode of which is be remarkable Team LAV. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out for yourselves. Till next time, Sue Jarvis Box Baby. We can watch LJPCBM. We guys for soon. Till say out. See ya.
Jim Lehrer, our founding anchor, died this morning. We are heartbroken here at the NewsHour. Jim's legacy of journalism is with us every day.
Sadly, tonight, we remember our co-founder and longtime co-anchor, Robert McNeil. His partnership with his close friend, Jim Lehrer, who died in 2020, led to the creation of this program you're watching today. McNeil died early this morning at the age of 93.
Hello guys, we're at Virginia right now as we speak, and zooming in real quick. Welcome to Virginia right now. So we're gonna make this quick, so here it goes folks. We're doing this right now, so we'll see you in Arlington as we speak to you right now as we speak. So, see you in Arlington. Wow. Hello guys, speaking from Arlington, Virginia. We're finally made to that same place, Arlington, Virginia, as we speak, and right now it's almost 1 o'clock at my time right now where we're staying at, and we're about to get some lunch right now as we speak. So there you go on that. So without further ado, let's get some lunch and we'll get to the hotel or the DC place, where the case might be, right now. So we got for us, shall we? So we got for us.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I fail to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. I ask, why me? Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question and the giver holds the key, but the only worth I've ever found was in melody. I still try.